My first guest is an actor, a writer, a director, and also a very fine artist. And over the course of the next 45, 50 minutes, I hope to reveal something about this prodigiously talented gentleman. He's blushing at the back there, so I'll spare his blushes now. He is, as you all know, the great Scottish actor, Peter Capaldi. How am I doing the BA? Have you been here before? This
no, I haven't. No.
It's an extraordinary place.
It's very nice.
The garden, famously, is where Charles Dickens wrote Tale of Two Cities.
The garden?
In the garden here. It's the only house in Soho with a garden. Oh. And this street here is called Manet Street, and as you know, Dr. Manet features largely in Tale of Two Cities. There we are. Any questions? Thank you very much. It's been a lovely... Peter Capaldi,
thank you. That was painless. Thank you so much.
If you don't mind me taking a rather obvious route and starting at the beginning, I know you're born in Glasgow, 1958.
Yeah.
That's where it all gets hazy from there on, because I was trying to... I was trying to do... I always do my own research for these things, and someone was telling me you were born in Springburn, and someone was in Springlands. Can you clear this up?
Springburn.
Springburn.
It's an area in the north of Glasgow. It's where they used to build locomotives for the Empire.
Okay.
So there would be these fabulous... I can remember this as a kid. There would be these fabulous festivities, really, when a new locomotive would be removed from the construction area and taken down the main road to the docks, where there was an enormous crane, which is still there to this day, called the Finnieston crane, which would lift a locomotive up into the air and then put it onto a boat.
So sorry, just to clarify, this is part of Glasgow, or this is going...
This is not made up.
Good. No. Already I'm believing every word you have.
Industrial Disneyland sort of come and see the
This is part of Glasgow, or this is outside?
It's in Glasgow, it's north of Glasgow, yeah.
Okay. And how often did these locomotives come off the...
I can't remember.
Line? But do you remember seeing them?
Then three would come all at one time, you'd wait for ages. No, I can't remember really. Okay. I think I've just absorbed. Actually, everything I've just said is information that I've absorbed from my studying of Springburn in later years.
Thank God for Google, eh?
Yes.
After we leave.
No, it's true. I know, in fact, there was a wonderful piece of art that George Wiley, the late George Wiley, who was a wonderful artist, did a few years ago. He built, in homage to Springburn and to the Finnieston crane and also to the Wicker Man, he built a wicker locomotive.
Brilliant.
Took it on that journey and strung it up on the crane.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't let them.
I remember George Wiley doing a thing with paper boats as well. Do you remember that?
He built an enormous paper boat.
Yeah.
Yes. He had a great catchphrase, which I think is very suspicious. His catchphrase was, "Be suspicious."
It works for me, man. Works for me. Capaldi, of course, is an old Scottish name, isn't it?
Old Scottish name. Mick Capaldi.
The research that I did suggests that your father that came over or was from an Italian family, which
my grandfather was Italian. He married a Scottish woman. I think he was one of 7 brothers, and they came from Caserta in Italy, which is near. Monte Cassino is the most prominent place there that anyone would know. They come from a little village called Piccinisco. He and 7 brothers left Italy in search of, I think they were economic migrants, we'd call them.
Was this the sort of diaspora, mid-19th century or something?
No, it's 20th century.
20th century.
I have to say it's all veiled somewhat in mystery, and I think that in those days, I think you could disappear for 3 years and say, I've been to America. And no one would be able to check up. I don't know whether he actually... He always... The story was that he'd gone to America and that he'd helped build the Brooklyn Bridge and he'd been part of all that. Yeah. But then something had happened and he'd had to come back to Newcastle. Because there were Capaldis in Newcastle, and that's sort of where he settled, and that's where...
Sounds like it might be time off for good behaviour. But
yeah. But I think he did good because there were other members, the Americans, because they're very big on all that, finding your roots stuff, tracked us down.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?